How do I decide whether to retake the GMAT?
I think everyone should be planning from the outset on taking it twice.
Most students do see an improvement the second time around because they're a little bit more comfortable with the ins and outs of the test.
You don't want to just assume that your score will go up on that second take. If you want to see a significant increase from your first test to your next test, you're going to have to put in a commensurate amount of study.
Have you run out of money? Because it ain't cheap and it ain't free. So that's one consideration.
If you go take the test and you don't score at the median or above for one of your target schools, you need to take the test again. That doesn't mean that you ever need to hit the median or above in order to be accepted, but schools like to see that you've at least tried again.
This one student in particular, I'm thinking of, he got asked, how many times did you take it? And he said, I took it 4 times. And actually the interviewer of an M7 school said, we actually don't mind that. We think that makes you look more ambitious.
The other consideration would be, did you leave points on the table? Were your practice test scores pretty significantly higher than your actual GMAT score? Because if that's the case, it might have just been test day jitters, and you might find that in going to take it a second time, a lot of that nervousness is gone. You've been there before, you've done it before.
If your score isn't kind of at the top of your potential and you don't retake the GMAT, that can reflect poorly on you because, the admissions will see that you only took the exam once and you didn't knock the exam out of the park. And so they'll wonder, why didn't this person take the exam again?
What are your life goals? What's your overall life philosophy? Are you satisfied with, applying to programs that weren't at the top of your list originally?
And you have your other life, you have applications to schools, you've got a lot going on. So you need to ask yourself if getting 10 extra points on the GMAT is going to be a good trade-off for not doing an extra revision on the essay for the application that you're sending in.
If you liked this video, subscribe. And if you have a question, leave it in the comments. Thanks for watching.